The ancient Greek civilization flourished in the Greece peninsula and surrounding islands. The region is surrounded by the Aegean and the Mediterranean seas. Approximately 80% of the Greek land surface consists of hills and mountains. Among them, Mount Olympus is the highest point in Greece, reaching up to 2,917 meters high. Due to the terrain of their beaches having many bays, fishing and trading became the main income to the country. The root of Greek civilization dates back to the Aegean civilization in 3500 BC during the Bronze Age. Then, the Aegean civilization was replaced by the Mycenaean Greek around 1600 BC. 500 years later, the Mycenaean civilization collapsed and the Dark Age of Greece began. The ancient Greek civilization only came later in 8 BC, where they abolished the Phoenician alphabet and used their own. Greece was divided into several smaller countries through the boundaries of the present mountains and seas. The start of the conquest agenda by the Greeks dates back from the year 800 BC by Philip II from Macedonia, who managed to unite Macedonia and Greece together to form a country. The effort was continued by his son, Alexander the Great. He managed to capture Persia, Egypt, Turkestan, Samarkand, and lastly, the whole region of the Mediterranean Sea belonged to him. The administration and governing of Athens started as a monarchy, where the king acts as the judge, military chief, and religious leader. However, this system became corrupted quickly, and the council took over his power, forming the oligarchy ruling system. Then, the aristocrats came into power and changed the system to a governmental aristocracy. But tyranny broke out, and as a result, the unsatisfied citizens took over their power. They formed the democratic government as a result. Sparta, on the other hand, stuck with a more military-like dictatorship. There were many important figures in Greek civilization that has influenced our lives today. Amongst them, Plato and Socrates are both important philosophers that has influenced the way of West philosophy. Aristotle, who studied under Plato's academy, was considered by many as the first genuine scientist in history.
Education in Athens aims to deliver a balanced human attainment in terms of spiritual and physical aspects, such as education, sports, music, literature, art, speech, reading, memorizing, and even writing has been the focus as a culture in Athens. Besides, Spartan society is one of a goal to educate citizens to be a perfect soldier and loyal to the city. Therefore, education in Sparta is more focused with the physical training and skills to use weapons against the mental education. Examples of scholars who are brought out through this educational system are Thucydides and Herodotus. Other examples include Thales, Anaximander, Herodotus, and Anaxagoras, who are expert scientists.
Amongst the contributions of Greek civilization, architecture, literature, and science and technology are amongst the main ones. Homer is one of the famous literary figures who wrote his two epic books, Iliad and Odyssey. Thales, Archimedes, and Pythagoras are some of the most famous fathers of physics and mathematics. The gods of Olympus, also known as Dodekatheon in Greek mythology, are the first Greek deities to have lived on top of Mount Olympus.
Each of the gods in Greek mythology has at least one element that they control and protect.
The main gods and goddesses include Zeus, the king of gods, ruler of Olympus, and the god of weather and thunder. Hera, wife to Zeus, and goddess of marriage and loyalty. Poseidon, the god of sea, and he who owns the trident. Ares, god of war and bloodlust. Hermes, protector of adventurers and herdsmen, and the messenger of Zeus. Hephaestus, god of fire and smithing. Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Athena, goddess of intellect, education, and war. Apollo, god of the sun. Artemis, goddess of the moon. And Hestia, goddess of household and family. (146 AD) is considered to be the end of the Greek era and the start of the Roman era. This is when the Republic of Rome has conquered most of the Greek and Macedonian land. Some articles also considered the year 30 AD as the end of ancient Greek civilization, where the last government of Greece was overthrown by the Romans.